Animals can be great as pets, but sometimes their connections to humans are completely unexplainable. Here are 10 stories where animals are more than animals. Number 10. Con, a Doberman Pinscher, was rescued from an animal shelter. Little did that adopting family know that Con would become an incredible hero to them just 4 days later at their home in Atherton, Australia. Charlotte Svillicic, at just 17 months, was playing outside in the family's garden when Con began nudging her to make her move. Con then took Charlotte's diaper in his mouth and flung her about a yard behind him. Con was bitten on a paw by a venomous snake that he had seen slithering up toward Charlotte. He was protecting Charlotte at all costs. Con was quickly taken to the vet for an anti-venom shot and came through it just fine. Number 9. A flimsy home in Bengal, India's Purulia district came crashing down when an elephant charged through it. And, after hearing the cries of a baby girl in her bed there, the elephant stopped and seen the girl right in front of it. Amazingly, the elephant stretched out its trunk and began carefully removing all of the debris that had fallen on top of her. Every piece, every bit of rubble. The elephant then turned and peacefully walked back into the forest where it came from. Number 8. Austin Foreman of British Columbia was outside gathering firewood when his 18-month-old golden retriever, Angel, threw herself between Austin and a charging cougar and fought it as Austin ran inside his home and had his mom call 911. Police quickly arrived and killed the cougar. A severely injured Angel was able to get up and walk over to Austin, sniff him, and then sit down. She survived the attack. Guess you could say Austin had an angel watching over him, and Angel had an angel watching over her as well. Number 7. 5-year-old Ethan Fenton was playing with his younger brother in his Doncaster, England yard when 3 bullies, older and much taller than Ethan, walked up to him and began picking on him. Even at such a young age, Ethan tried to ignore them, but one of them pushed him to the ground. Instantly, the family cat, Smudge, flew out from under the family car and pounced on the chest of one of the mean little boys. The shocked boy stumbled backwards, started crying, and ran away. Mom Sharon, who witnessed the incident, said, "I actually feel so much safer knowing Smudge is around after seeing him defend him like that." Smudge was nominated for Cat of the Year. Good for Smudge. And what a cool name for a cat. Number 6. Some animals certainly seem to have an extra sense about things. 9-year-old Richie wasn't even aware he was allergic to bees, but apparently his 18-week-old pup could sense it. When the boy was attacked by bees, Pinky jumped around and diverted the bees' attention and led them in a different direction while Richie ran home. Richie also had a condition that would not allow his blood to clot properly. The boy and his pup were taken to the hospital, and it was discovered that Pinky, putting herself in harm's way, suffered almost 40 bee stings. Both Richie and Pinky recovered. Number 5. In Colorado, a little girl named Hannah was alone in her room eating breakfast when she started choking on it. Suddenly, a parrot, Willie, who was in his cage in the room, started flapping his wings wildly and squawked, "Mama baby! Mama baby!" The girl's babysitter, Megan, ran back into the room to check on all the commotion and found the little girl turning blue. She then successfully performed the Heimlich maneuver on Hannah, freeing the obstruction from her windpipe. Megan gives Willie all the credit, saying he was the real hero. Willie was honored at a Red Cross breakfast of champions. Number 4. In New South Wales, in a dam near Nana Glen, Leela, a pet dog, found 2-year-old Alexander Kenny floating face down on the waters. She quickly ran back to her owner's house to get his attention. The boy's father and some friends rushed to the dam, got the boy out, and performed CPR on him for nearly half an hour before paramedics arrived. He was airlifted to a hospital, and doctors there didn't seem to have much hope, saying if he does survive, he will have brain damage. Little Alexander was in a coma for 36 hours. But to their tremendous disbelief, Alexander was fully recovered after 48 hours. Doctors and the family said it was a miracle recovery, thanks in great part to their dog Leela. Number 3. In southwest Ethiopia, a 12-year-old girl was walking home from school one day when 4 men snatched her. They held her captive for a week as police were closing in on them. As the men tried to move to a new location through the forest, they were confronted by 3 lions, who chased all the men off. The lions returned and kept watch over the terrified girl until police arrived. The girl told police none of the lions touched her. When police arrived, the lions walked back into the forest. Number 2. In California, 4-year-old Jeremy Triantafalo was riding his little bicycle in the family's driveway when he was viciously attacked from behind by a neighborhood dog. The dog bit into Jeremy's left leg and was violently pulling him down the driveway when Tara, the family's cat, ran up to the much larger dog and started fighting with him. The dog quickly released Jeremy and Tara chased him away from the home. Incredible footage is shown from the family's surveillance camera, and you can see it from our link in the Show More area. Tara received several awards for her heroic actions. Jeremy received some stitches for his injuries, and that attack dog received a trip to the pound to be euthanized. And finally, number 1. A 5-year-old autistic boy who will not let others touch or hug him has no friends, no matter how hard the little guy tries. And his extreme loneliness caused him to cry for months. But that changed quite a bit last October when the family flew with their son from Japan to Ohio to meet Tornado, the golden retriever. Young Kanoa had been wanting a special friend he could bond with, and, upon meeting, their bond was instant. 4 Paws for Ability, a nonprofit organization, was able to provide Tornado to Kanoa. That's all for today. Let us know what you think about the stories in the comment section below. Don't forget to like us and be sure to subscribe for more stories like this. Get addicted to the good stuff.